In this edition of CrossTalk International, we will join Dr. Randy Weiss at the CrossTalk headquarters in Dallas, Texas. In partnership with the Hatikva Film Trust in the United Kingdom, we will discuss a modern-day Holocaust that is taking place around the globe in the simple name of convenience. This journey will take us to Israel and document the parallel track of judgment that awaits the UK, Israel, and the United States of America if it continues down this current course.
Shalom and welcome to CrossTalk. My name is Randy Weiss, and if you joined us at our last visit, you know I was pretty frosted. My inclination today is to simply jump on a desk and begin shouting like a fire-breathing preacher. But I'm too refined. Yet someone needs to confront the sins that are swallowing our society. When will we be visited by another Billy Sunday? In case that name rings no bells for you, long before Billy Graham, way back in the early 1900s, Billy Sunday challenged our culture. I want to join him in declaring, I am against sin. I'll kick it as long as I got a foot. I'll fight it as long as I got a fist. I'll butt it as long as I got a head. I'll bite it as long as I got a tooth. And when I'm old and fistless and footless and toothless, I'll gum it till I go home to glory, and it goes home to perdition. But I'm no Billy Sunday. I'm just a Jewish guy who believes in Jesus. And within this series, I'm focusing all of my attention on one subject, one sin: abortion. Contrary to current social policy, abortion is not birth control. Nevertheless, in our culture, unwanted pregnancies are terminated under the guise of choice. Government-encouraged abortions abound. Modern medical professionals who they're otherwise dedicated to healing, they mechanize the destruction of death at legal abortion clinics. And some religious leaders even sanction the murder of unborn children. Well, I do not. I cherish the sanctity of life. But this was not always the case in my life. Some of you know that before I met my wife, I was a party to killing a baby. When abortions were illegal and still considered reprehensible, a baby that I fathered was destroyed. I bear the memory, but not the guilt. You see, shortly after that shameful event, my sins were cleansed. I entered into an eternal relationship with Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus, the Messiah. I believe in a God of second chances. I was given just such a chance for redemption. If you are scalded by this message because in your life you have chosen to have an abortion, you too can have a second chance. I'm personally grateful that one unwed teenage girl chose life. In first century Israel, Mary would have been castigated or possibly even stoned for being unmarried and pregnant. Pregnancy outside of marriage was a crime against society. It was a shame against her religion and a scandal that no family could endure. Yet Mary, the mother of Jesus, had done no wrong. As the angel declared to Joseph, that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. And she will bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. And because of her choice for life, I am forgiven. Now, join me as we learn about the beauty and wonder of life through the film presentation, The Land Cries Out, presented in conjunction with my friends at the Hatikva Film Trust.
From the moment of conception, and he knows from before the moment of conception.
I'd like to read a passage from Luke 1, which is about the visit between Mary and Elizabeth. Verse 43, "And here Elizabeth says to Mary, 'Why am I so favoured that the mother of my Lord should come to me?'" How can the Virgin Mary be a mother unless she has a child? The child is a minute little embryo, Jesus, created by the Holy Spirit. And she's a mother right from the very start of her pregnancy. Not only a mother, but the mother of my Lord with a capital L. So there is Christ's full humanity and full deity right from the start of Mary's pregnancy.
Biad Chaim, the Israel Pro-Life Association, has an ultrasound machine in their office in Jerusalem. Primarily, it is to show women who have a crisis pregnancy the growth of human life that is taking place inside their womb.
This is the uterus, and here's the baby swimming. Here you see the head, the legs, yes, the arms, yes. It's laying on the back. Here's the heartbeat, here's the legs, the arms. Now it's
Seeing this
extending
nearly
the
always
legs,
persuades them to keep their baby.
laying on the back.
In this demonstration, Michelle, who is married with 2 children, shared the miracle of the creation of their 3rd child inside her womb with her family
That's the heartbeat
and
of
with
the
us
baby.
during the 11th week
And
of
now
her
we're in
pregnancy.
week 11 now, and imagine the heartbeat starts as early as week 5, and in week 6 we can demonstrate it just like here in the ultrasound as early as week 6. So that's always very impressive to see and hear.
It's a horrifying thought, is it not, to think that the most unsafe place for a child to be is in a mother's womb.
The most unsafe place for a child to be is in a mother's womb. This must be repeated one more time so the stark conflict of these words are not forgotten. The most unsafe place for a child to be is in a mother's womb? Of course this is true because so many millions of babies are murdered before being embraced in a mother's loving arms. Abortion is not birth control. Yet many women simply choose to end a pregnancy before a baby is born. The law allows what God forbids. But never forget, sacrificing our children for convenience, for economic comfort, to pursue careers, or simply because we don't want to be bothered with the responsibility merely proves the fact that abortion is nothing less than human sacrifice. We cannot give it politically correct names or socially redeeming excuses. But when a baby is intentionally killed so that parents are not required to provide the care and love that would be due the child in life, is nothing less than a human sacrifice on an altar of choice. In a moment, an important segment of the film is certain to grip your heart because the land cries out.